Hello, everyone. Just a moment, please. Welcome to Prepper 911. Sorry about the little technical difficulties. Hopefully, I got everything working good and stuff. Um, so it's good to see everyone today. Um, there's a lot going on and stuff, and well, it's I was talking to one of my partners, team members, and we got some deep subjects about what we thought was going to happen and everything. And really, it's hard to say what's going to happen for sure, and what may not even happen. And there's just so much stuff out there. Um, if if anyone can, if you'll please let me know in chat how everything looks, the sound and everything. I am seeming to have some technical difficulties with the stream. Um, at least my internet seems to be going slow this morning. But anyways, so this one person, he would have to have a long trip ahead of him when it all comes down to it and as HTF hits the fan. So we're trying to figure out if it really gets that bad, then what would be the best time for him to come down. And it's really just hard to tell right now because there is just so much stuff that's going on. And you hear about a lot of stuff, but you just don't know what's going to happen. And we're trying to figure that one out. So, I do want to talk about one subject in particular, and that's talking about smart home devices. Now, I know that some people say that they will not be found with a Alexa device or a uh, Google Assistant device in their home, or even Siri from Apple. And I can understand the privacy concerns and stuff. But I've also heard people that said they will not have anything smart in their house, like a thermostat. Now, I know that there's been issues where, um, where, let's see here. Thank you for letting me know, Doctor, that everything sounds good and looks good. So back to the smart devices, so some people say they won't even have them in their house. And I know that people's had issues with the smart thermostats and stuff where the power companies will lock them, change the temperature on them and stuff and lock you out of them. And my I do have smart devices. I got smart lights. I have Alexa in my house. I have Google in my house. I have Siri because my iPhone, my iPad, and even my Mac. And I also have, let's see, you got Cortana, which is on your computer if you're running Windows. And then there's as well, other assistants that you can get or even set up. I know that there's some that you can set up with Home Assistants, OS, and my thing is yeah, the electric company could go in because you have a smart thermostat, and then change the temperature and lock you out of your thermostats. That's very well possible and is being done, but I don't let that get to me because I know if I really wanted to, then I could quickly just switch out my thermostats to a non-smart thermostat. Now I know everyone don't have that um option or even have the skills to do that and understanding their equipment. So, you know, and that brings up my next thing because even if let's say you have a regular dumb thermostat, yeah, it's good and everything. But here's the deal. If the electric company really wanted to shut off your air conditioner or your other appliance, they still can do that. And that's, you know, people don't think, well, I got dumb stuff in my house. How are they going to do that? Well, it's all possible. And I'm going to play a little something for you and show you what you can do, and then we'll jump back in on what the electric company can do. So let's see here if I can get this switched over here. Okay, so I'm going to play this little video for you, and hopefully you can hear the audio.
This is Sense. Sense connects my electrical panel to my phone. It listens to our home to keep us safe.
And it's loading on my side. So I am having some
Tells
technical
us what's
issues here
happening
with my
and
internet
helps us be.
service. So anyways, this smart device here, since and stop this, it's just wanting to buffer. Since the a device that you connect, and over time, it will learn what's all connected in your house, and it can show you on a on your smartphone, kind of like a graph. I don't have one of these. I've just seen many videos on them, and I will leave the link in the description after this video if you want to go and check it out to learn more. But so it can, over time, it will learn what your signals are from your microwave or your refrigerator, your alarm clock, your computer, even your air conditioner units. Now, if a little device that you can get to do that in your house, then how much more so can the electric company do that? And you may think, well, or some may think they don't have that capability. Actually, they do. So they can sense what you're running in your home. And even without anything smart, they can sense this, and then they can turn around and say, well, we're not going to allow Brandon from Prepper 911 to run his air conditioner. In which at that point they can, based off the signals that my central unit puts out, the electric company could block them and shut down my central units. Now, with that, they can do that with everything or anything. And they could also just shut you off at your meter, especially if you have a smart meter. They can turn around and say, well, he's running too much electricity, using too much stuff. We're going to shut him off for 8 hours, 12 hours, whatever the case may be. Um, so it's all very possible to be done. So even if you don't have a smart device in your home, they can still do things to control you and limit what devices that you run in your home. Furthermore, so that's like with me, I'm like, they can already control what I do, if and when they really want to. And so I'm going to have an Alexa device or a Google device, a Siri. Cortana's on Microsoft Windows computers, which I never use it anyways. But if anyone wanted to listen in, they can listen in from your computers, from your iPads or your other tablets. They can listen in from your phone. Um, just all sorts of ways. And they can also, like if you have a smart TV, especially one that has like a voice control built in, like the Apple TV has Siri, the Fire Stick has Alexa. If they want to listen in on that, they can. So the the only real way to go off grid, not be found, not to be tracked, not to be spied on, is to find a cave, go in that cave, and never come out. Because they have all sorts of technology out there where they can track you down and or pinpoint where you're at without you being on grid. They got satellites that can read the license plates on vehicles. They got some that can see, long distance in space. So all this is possible. And it may seem to be scary, and which it is, if you really let that stuff get to you. But it's more, for me, it's more like they can already monitor what I'm doing. They can see, hear everything I'm doing anyways. So I'm just going to use these devices. Do I have to let them devices control me? Absolutely not. Okay. Do I have to let the electric company control me? Absolutely not. All that I really have to do is, like, if the electric company wants to shut me off at my meter because I'm running too much electricity, well, that's fine. Just go and plug in the generator and run what you absolutely need to run. Um, so there's definitely things that you can do, but you have to realize that from the overall grand scheme of things, that, you know, they're going to watch you, they're going to control you and stuff. I always say, if the government could charge you for every single breath that you take and exhale, that they would charge you. And that may seem dumb, stupid, but I believe it's true. I mean, just take a look at up there in California. Um, they have it now. If you own land, then you gotta pay to file an application. You gotta report your monthly water usage to them if you're using the water from your own personal pump on your land. Now, that is just wrong. Okay. But if they're pushing that, just wait until they can monitor every breath that you take. So they can charge you for it. You know, that they'll say it's not good for the climate for you to breathe. Um, it's all really just stupid stuff that is going on, and it's all a way to control us more. Now, just because I have smart stuff, I got smart lights, smart plugins, I got, like I said, Alexa, Google, Siri, I have an office computer, I have my laptop, I have my uh, Mac phone, my Apple Watch, all this tech stuff that I have and stuff. I'm a tech person. I have a business working on computers and stuff. Tech stuff is just really interesting to me. And with all the tech stuff, people's like, you can't live if the power goes out. Actually, I can. And actually, I enjoy being without the electric, especially in winter, because at least in winter, you can normally always get warm. Whereas in summer, there's only so much one can do to try to get cool. So, I'm going to use these smart devices, and, you know, if they want to monitor me and listen and whatever, well, they're not going to find much interesting around here. But the true way to get away from everything is really to have, you know, be out in the middle of nowhere, be totally off grid, not reliant on any type of utility, trash service, or anything like that. Don't have a bank account, don't have any stocks, don't don't even have a cell phone. And if you don't want them to try to find you and track you by satellite from the sky, then find a cave, go in the cave, and never come out. Unfortunately, that's the way it is. But that being said, at least as of yet, we're not to the extreme, at least not knowingly to the extreme like it is over in China. And China's a whole nother subject. But so anyways, it I know that you can, like I said, you can have your smart stuff or you can choose not to use it. And to each their own. And I'm fine with that if you don't want to use smart stuff. I'm going to use it. Now, if they try to turn around and hook devices up to my physical body and say, okay, well, we're going to choose when you can lift your right arm or your left arm or when you get up out of bed or go to work, or get off for work. Okay, that's where I draw the line. Um, that goes to the whole thing of the mark of the beast, you know, where they say that, they'll make it to where you can't buy, sell, work, travel, or do anything unless you take the mark of the beast. Now, I'm not, and I will not, and I don't suggest anybody to take the mark of the beast. Um, Now, I don't know where people stand on their religious viewpoints and stuff, and to each their own, but I really do suggest not taking the mark of the beast, or some type of device that they put in you to monitor your every movement. Um, in the um, the digital currency, when they come out with that, and when they come out with the social credit score, then, you know, I don't suggest taking that stuff or going down that line or going down that road for any reason, because that's only going to get you in more trouble. And what I mean by that is it's going to get really controlling, and you just won't be able to do anything that you want or enjoy to do. And if anyone, that has any questions or, subjects or whatever they want to talk about, just drop it in chat. Um, so I think we just got to look at technology and navigate it and learn that yes, everything you do is monitored and is tracked. Um, I'll we'll go this way. If you don't think that every single thing that we do is monitored or tracked in some way, or that we're watched in some way, well, there's a documentary out on Snowden. I can't remember his first name right off, but he he used to work for the NSA, and then he ended up, you know, leaving the NSA and, brought everything to light of what's going on. So like they can they can track, for example, they can track me and everything I do. Okay, so I'll be person number one. Well, because I have contact with person number two, then now they're going to monitor person number two and all their people they're in contact with. And it just goes on down the line. So I can be in contact with 50 people, and then them 50 people can be in contact with 50 people, and then them other 50 peoples, can be in contact with other several 50 peoples. And it's like a big giant web, and they monitor it all. Now, a lot of it's done by computer AI, artificial intelligence. So there's no real 100% way to get out from underneath them. They're monitoring. I mean, even if someone calls you by mistake that's related to someone that may be related to or may have contacted somehow with someone that may be a terrorist, and that they can just track you. So I definitely do recommend to watch the documentary on Snowden and see how the NSA is monitoring and tracking everyone in this like big old web. And you know, then you can just imagine, well, if the NSA is doing it, then who else is doing it? Well, if the NSA has capabilities, then the electric company can have capabilities of tracking all of our smart devices. And so that's why I say, the best way to totally get away from everything is to, completely just go off grid and go in a cave. That way they can't see you in a cave. They don't know if you're dead or alive, or anything like that. But technology's out there. Technology is growing every day. And people get so used to it, they get so caught up in it that they don't really realize just how deep they're going. And you need to watch this stuff so you can, draw the lines and say, no, I'm not going to do that, especially if you're not comfortable with doing it. If you're not comfortable with having a smart thermostat, don't have one. Um, you know, but it doesn't mean that the electric company cannot turn off your thermostat just because, or your central unit, just because you don't have a smart thermostat, when in all reality they still can if and when they wanted to. Now, like I said, they can turn around, just shut your meter off for your own house if you're using too much electric. So there's there's definitely, a lot to consider and take in. And I've seen over this past, 2 years, how people just so quickly give in to something. So if you take um, the that nice little drink shot, if you get what I mean, um, and I heard a lot of people say, well, I'm never going to take that. And I literally have watched people that swore up and down they wasn't going to take that shot turn around and take it. And that gets me to wonder if people were so enticed, tempted, scared, or forced into taking it, how much more so is someone going to be inclined in taking the mark of the beast? Now, I know people's like, no, I'll never do that. But them same people fell so quickly on that shot and they bought into it. And I know several people that's had it and it's affected them. But, you know, with the mark of the beast, you're not going to be able to buy, sell, trade, work, travel. Does something sound familiar to you? This drink shot here got to the point where you couldn't work unless you took it, and you couldn't travel unless you took it. You couldn't go into some places unless you took it. Now, I know that different places, locations, cities, states, towns, and whatnot had different rules and requirements and stuff. But, and I'm going to throw in a thought out there. Now, I'm not saying that this is the case. It is nonetheless food for thoughts. So, you had, you was kind of forced into taking this shot. Well, the mark of the beast, if you're a religious person, you know, you get a number of some form, whatever form that may be. Um, the Bible doesn't say, you know, some people thinks it'll be like a tattoo. Some people thinks it'll be a chip. Um, but the Bible talks about, the places that you can get the mark in your hand. I think it was on your forehead. Now, here's something that really got me to thinking about the shot. So, you have the with the mark of the beast. Once you take the mark of the beast, at least for what I gathered from the Bible, once you take it, then you're already destined immediately to a location after this lifetime that you don't want to go to. Now, let's say if you got that mark in the beast in your hand, okay? Well, then you would say, well, what if I decide later I don't want it, so I cut my hand off? Or I have someone cut my hand off. Does that mean I still have the mark of the beast? Okay, the Bible doesn't talk about that. Which got me to thinking, has if it's a tattoo, if it's a chip, there's different things. If it's in your hand, your head, it's like, well, there could probably be steps you could do to get rid of that. But then, I heard with this drink shot that you drink it and it can modify your DNA. It can, you know, do things to your system that you don't want it to do. A lot of stuff can do that. But when it gets to changing your DNA, the structure of you got me to thinking. Once your DNA is changed, it could probably be changed back, but not very easily by the common person. It would take someone that would probably have to know your DNA from the very beginning and be able to do something to change that back to the way it originally was. But the DNA is throughout your whole body. So let's say you take that drink, it changes your DNA, and that's throughout your whole body. So now you cannot cut off your hand, um, or cut out a chip, or cut off a tattoo, or whatever the case may be. Um, because a DNA change is throughout your whole entire body. So let's just say, now I don't think this is the case, but let's just say that this drink was the mark of the beast. It changes your DNA, supposedly. Okay. And this is all my opinion. So you take this drink, it changes your DNA. You cannot change it back, your DNA back. Well, now you're messed up because now you cannot buy, or now you can buy because your DNA has changed. You can buy, you can sell, you can work, you can travel. Okay. But, without that modification in your DNA, then you couldn't do none of that stuff. So that is really just food for thought. Because, I really do believe, according to everything I read in the Bible, I really do believe we're basically in the end times. And, with us, with so many people deciding, ooh, I want to try that. I'm going to take that shot because it's that drink shot because it's really healthy for me, you know. And it maybe it don't cost you nothing. Maybe someone else pays it. Maybe your insurance covers it. Whatever. The point is your DNA has changed. Now you can go, you can buy, you can sell, you can trade, you can go and do all of the stuff that you would want to do. So many people fell into that drink shot. And I don't think it was the mark of the beast. But with so many people that swore up and down, oh, I'm not going to get it, I'm not going to get it, I'm not going to get it, and then they go and get it. I know one person that got it just because of the job they worked at made it a requirement. And then, there's, and this video may get flagged, I hope not. But anyway, so I mean, it's all something to take into consideration here. So next time, just pay attention. Drop down in the comments. How many people do you know that had said that they wasn't going to drink it and they went ahead and took the drink anyways because of their work or because someone they know got it, um, you know, fell ill, so they went and got this drink to protect themselves when they swore up and down they wasn't going to do it, that they didn't agree with it. So many people I know's done that. Now I haven't took that drink, and I have no plans of taking that drink whatsoever. But it's definitely something that you got to think about and take into consideration because something could come along a lot sooner than realized, and just how many people's gonna fall into that. Don't be a victim of that drink. you know don't take that drink and have it forever change your life in a way that you don't want it to change your life. So you know there's tech stuff that we can't control on how they monitor us, but some things we can control. We can choose to pick up that um, glass and take a drink or not. Um, but every choice has a consequence, and that consequence is either good or it's bad. So really look at your choices before you make them so you can learn from them and try to figure out the consequence that you will face. So, for example, if you go into a grocery store and you steal something, that's a negative consequence. Let's say you go in, you steal a candy bar, and you walk out, and here's the cops. Well, now you're in trouble. Okay, that's a negative consequence. The positive consequence, you go in the store, you buy that candy bar, okay, and you walk out, you get in your vehicle, you drive away, you have a clear conscience. Okay, so nothing negative is going to happen for you buying that candy bar. So every choice, every action has a consequence. Okay, that's like prepping. Okay, if you choose not to prepare for stuff, okay, then your consequence is when stuff hits the fan, you're not prepared. You're going to be in hurting. It could be a food shortage. It could be water issues. You know, so you have that consequence. Um, but if you do prepare and that stuff happens, then your consequence is good, and you have your food, you have your water, or whatever the case may be. So, you know, I know I'm rambling on. I'm going to jump off here pretty soon because Prepper Nation hopefully will be having a live stream and I want to catch that. But let me know. I know this is still a new channel. I got a lot of things in the works that I'm trying to do to help this channel to grow and everything. But let me know if there's something you would you would like to, bring to my attention. Maybe you look at smart devices different than me. Please do give me your feedback. Um, Let me know what you think if you have smart devices or not. Let me know what you think about the drink shot that you know in the mark of the beast. Let me know, give me feedback. It really does help, for me to improve my videos. Um, I want to be able to provide good content for everyone, and I need that feedback. So whether it's positive or negative, um, please do let me know and give me that feedback so I can try to get better at this. Also, I'm in the works. One of the big projects is I'm in the works of creating a website. And if there's any type of content that you would like to see on the website, just even if it's just something so you can have easier access to that content um, at any given time. Please do let me know what type of content you like. Right now, I got my YouTube videos on there. I'm setting up a page for, certain news articles because there's a lot of people, that me or my team can talk to just about stuff going on in the world. And they're like, no, it's not. Show me the proof. Okay. They don't want to do the search or whatever. But, just I'm setting this up for me and my team. And, when people's like, show me the proof, I'll be like, go to this website and check out the news article. All the proof of what we're talking about is right there. You can see it. You can read it. If you want to know more, you search it out. Um, but so there's news on there. There's my videos on there. There will be other videos. I'm doing a page as well for recommended books throughout the prepping community. Um, if you have any books you want to recommend, if you have any YouTube channels prepping YouTube channels that you want to recommend, please do. Because I do plan on putting a list of recommended channels. Not every channel will be listed. Um, but there will be some listed. Prepper Nation will be one of them listed. Uh, I really like John from Prepper Nation. Get some good information from him. Really do enjoy hanging out in the live streams and stuff. And there's some others too. So definitely let me know what you would like to see on the website, what type of content. Let me know your thoughts on smart stuff. Let me know your thoughts on this drink shot. Just overall, please give me feedback. I would really appreciate it. Also, if you will like the video and subscribe to the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. And as always, remember to check out my featured playlist and the featured channels. Not all channels are listed there, but a lot of the channels I like is listed. And I'm continuing to work on playlists dedicated to different things. Like I got a playlist that has some videos on some books. Um, So definitely check it out. It's one thing I'm trying to do is bring information for low income prepping and stuff. And there's going to be stuff on the website about that. But also, I enjoy to fellowship with others. And I know that we don't all have the opportunity to get together in a certain location. So, that's one thing Prepper 911 is about is fellowship with preppers and low income prepping. So, I'm going to jump off of here because I want to get set up and ready to join the live stream for Prepper Nation. If you haven't seen his channel, please go and look at it. You can find it in my featured channels list. Um, and if you like his videos and stuff, please do like his videos, subscribe to his channel, and you know, hopefully everyone that's here, hopefully I'll see you over at Prepper Nation. Well, until then, everyone, please have a good and safe weekend and enjoy the weather. Enjoy prepping. Don't let it overwhelm you. Remember that it's not, oh, I got to, I got to do something now. Do it out of fun. Do it and enjoy it. You hear a lot of negative stuff going on. Don't let that fear overwhelm you. Rather use it to say, well, this may happen. So I'm going to prepare for it now. And that way, if it does happen, I'm ready, or I have better chances and stuff to go through such an event. So, anyways, I'm going to jump off of here, go and jump on to Prepper Nation. Thanks everyone for watching the video, liking it, hitting that thumbs up, subscribing to the channel, checking out my featured playlist and featured channels. And also, I will bring more details to you about the website when I have it up and going more, um, and more content on it for everyone. So until then, may everyone have a blessed and wonderful weekend. Prepper 911 out.